Don't negotiate with these people. They're not negotiating in good faith. Mr. President, don't fall for it. It is an America first action to cut the head of the snake off. Iran will be America's greatest ally in the region. This will be a net win for the world. And honestly, this is a Berlin Wall moment.
All right, Nicky Billou, let's welcome him to the show. He's a resident of Ontario, Canada. He's a host of a top 10 iTunes podcast, originally born in Iran, emigrated with his family to, I believe in his teen years, to Canada, and is a great fan of America, very patriotic guy, loves this country, co-author of two of my books, The Great Patriot Protest and Boycott book, and The Great Patriot Boycott book. Nicky, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm great, man. Wayne, good to be here. God bless you for everything you're doing to help the brave people of Iran.
So you're of Iranian descent, and you have family still living in Iran. And what are they telling you is happening there? Is the killing field still going on? Are they killing thousands still? Or is that in the past and things have slowed down?
They're still killing tons of people, Wayne. They're going into hospitals and dragging wounded protesters out of their beds, either executing them there or taking them to jail. They are arresting doctors. There's a prominent doctor in Tehran, in Iran's biggest city, in Mashhad, who's been arrested, and they're threatening to execute him simply for following the Hippocratic Oath and treating these protesters who've been wounded, badly wounded by the regime. It continues apace. This is a modern genocide. Over 60,000 Iranians have been murdered by this regime, almost 400,000 wounded, close to 20,000 blinded. There have been reports of chemical weapons being used on the population. Wayne, this is as bad as any war. And yet, unlike, what happened in Gaza, there has been zero media attention, zero protester attention brought to this. It's actually sickening.
You know what that
the
is?
double standard. Yeah.
You know what that is? Because it's not Jews from Israel killing the Iranians, or it would be instant worldwide headlines, and the United Nations would be condemning Jews and condemning Israel. The liberals only get upset when white people kill some group or Jews kill some group. They never get upset if blacks kill blacks. There is no Black Lives Matter marches when there are 50 black people shot each weekend in Chicago and 10 of them dead. They don't care when Iranians kill Iranians, Muslims kill Muslims. They only care if a Jew kills a Muslim. That's the biggest news in the world. If a policeman kills a black guy and he's a white policeman, that's the biggest story in the world. But if a black kid kills a black guy, nobody cares. Black guy kills a white guy, no one cares. So it's this terrible, bias by the left. They only care about certain groups being killed by certain groups. It's got to be a symbol of racism to them, or they don't care. It's got to be colonialism. It's got to be powerful white rich people or Jews, powerful and rich, killing poor people in a minority group. Other than that, they couldn't care less. You have sent me quite a few memes and quite a few videos and quite a few stories on my cell phone, and all of them are heartbreaking. Some of them are beautiful, beautiful women who are now dead, murdered by the regime. Some of them are little beautiful babies who are shot dead, murdered by the regime. And then you've also sent me examples of really famous athletes and Olympic athletes who have been murdered by the regime for being a protester, speaking out. It's really an incredible killing field. It really is.
It's unreal, Wayne. Honestly, it's the single greatest genocide since World War II. Actually, since the Khmer Rouge, just to be clear, because that was pretty bad as well. But it's the single greatest genocide since the Khmer Rouge.
Is that Cambodia? Was that Cambodia?
That's Cambodia in the 70s. Yeah, they killed 3 million people there.
I think they killed 2 million people, something like that.
Something like that.
And before that, it was the Holocaust, which was not only 6 million Jews, but the Germans killed a lot of other people besides Jews. They killed handicapped and gypsies and Catholic priests, and they killed a lot of people that were non-Jewish. So there's been many Holocausts in world history. Don't forget Stalin. Don't forget Mao Zedong. How many people died at the hands of communists in the 20th century? There's been a lot of killing fields, but this is one going on right now. And Trump has sent an armada there. And I guess the question is, when will he strike, or if he will strike? Those are the two questions. But they seem to be almost instigating it like they want it. I saw Iranian gunboats were surrounding American ships today. They're daring us to attack them. And I don't think you have to dare very hard before Trump presses the button or pulls the trigger.
Wayne, you've been one of the big champions for the Iranian people. I know you've used your influence and friendship with President Trump to get him to make some statements in support of the protesters. But I want to say this to you, and if you can get this to President Trump, don't negotiate with these people. They're not negotiating in good faith. They're just buying time and biding their time until you're out of office and some weak-kneed liberal person is back in office, and they're gonna come back stronger than ever. They're going to try to build their nuclear capacity up again. They are the biggest state sponsor of terrorism in the world. If this regime falls, Wayne, it will basically cut off funding for 90% of terrorist activity on planet Earth immediately. It will bring safety to every country in the Middle East. It'll bring safety to America. Fewer Americans will be killed. It is an America first action to take out the head of the snake of the Iranian regime. And I say this to President Trump, Mr. President, don't fall for it. Cut the head of the snake off. The Pahlavis are pro-American. The Pahlavis carried the West's water for decades. Iran will be America's greatest ally in the region. Iran will be a place that will have fair trade with the United States. Iranian culture would be good. And honestly, you've seen our young people are among the bravest and the best in the world. And Wayne, you've said it. You've seen the photos of the people that I've sent to you. These are beautiful, educated people, the men and the women. This will be a net win for the world. And honestly, this is a Berlin Wall moment. Mr. President, you have an opportunity to be Ronald Reagan plus, as Senator Lindsey Graham said, or you can go be Barack Obama. And I don't think you want to be Barack Obama in any way, shape, or form.
No, I don't want to be Barack Obama.
This episode has been brought to you by eCircleAcademy.com, the proven system to add 6 to 7 figures a year to your thought leader practice.